The Nations Cup World Final event here in Paris is about to get underway, and Hizal leads the field down towards the first corner. World Tour 1 in Paris. Grand final is go.
Fraga down to 11th place there. He's dropped a couple of positions off the line, mate, and Hizal now making his way uphill, coming around already almost to finish his first lap. Here's Fraga making his way through the field at the moment, up into 8th position. So a good start there for the Brazilian driver.
Yeah, here we go, down the start of the straight, heading in towards that first corner. You can see Mangano on the inside of Blajan, going down towards turn number 1. Held the line very nicely, got the apex. Fraga, meanwhile, he's on the medium compound of tyres here, Jimmy. That's an interesting strategy call. Tomorrow here might have probably gone for the soft. I'm with the racing driver, so what do I know?
I think the thinking behind that is that Fraga wants to be making lots of overtakes early on. So if he's doing that on this soft tyre, he is not using the full potential of that soft tyre. He's using it to overtake instead of using it to do quick laps.
Fraga, meanwhile, trying to find his way past Anthony Duval. He's trying to pressure the Frenchman into a mistake. He's going to be side by side with him as he goes to the left-hander. Brilliant traction from Fraga, and now 7th position in the opening stages of this race as well. Now, what's going on here between Jonathan Wong and Nicolas Rubelar? Bit of a slip and a slide, a bit of an off-track excursion there for the Hong Kong driver, and that was all that Nicolas Rubelar needed. On his way up into 2nd place.
Now we have the first of our pit stops coming in. Patrick Blajan, Nat Van Moor and Anthony Duval. Hard to medium, so they're going to go hard, medium, soft. Save that soft tyre for the end, try and have a flying finish. There is Hizal, our current leader. He's managed to put up a bit more of a gap now. He's going to go for another lap.
Meanwhile, Fraga does blink. He pits from his medium compound tyres to the harder compound of tyres in his middle stint here, so that is very interesting indeed. Lukovsky also following suit there as well, so whatever the reigning champion is doing, he is trying to mimic exactly that.
I think he might be going for a shorter middle stint, Tom, so they get on those hard tyres now. Oh, that's going to be bad for Fraga. He's come out just behind Coque Lopez.
Hizal is into the pit lane. The race leader goes into the pits, and what's he changing on to? A medium compound of tyre. Takes a bit more fuel there on board as well. Refueling his car. Jonathan Wong, Nicolas Rubelar, Carlos Salazar also in the pits. So the front 5 there, Jimmy, mimicking one another really.
Keep an eye on that. Oh, hello. We have a fight at the front. No, sorry, I saw a leaderboard. Just gave me a little bit of a scare there. But anyway, here is Giorgio Mangano to the inside of Salazar. Done deal, I think. There's no way Salazar can defend this because he's super late on the brakes, and he's not.
And now Patrick Blajan is trying to have a bite at the cherry as well. He's going through the right. He's going to try and go the long way round the left-hander. That is going to be an absolutely inspired move from Patrick Blajan, finding his way through into 5th position.
Top 5 drivers all on the medium tyre. They're all going to have to go to a harder tyre at the end of this, whereas Fraga will have a soft tyre, and we know how much riskier that is. But of course, even though Fraga will have that tyre advantage, it's one thing to have the advantage, but overtaking is a whole other story. Out comes Fraga. Lukovsky only a very little amount of time behind him, and these guys both have it all to do. They're going to go for a long middle stint and try and make sure they use a hard tyre as little as possible when it comes to the end of the race. So essentially the game is stay off the hard tyre.
Meanwhile, here's a battle at the back between Yatlam Law and Anthony Duval. The Frenchman getting the better of the Hong Kong driver into the hairpin. The top 5 drivers in this race have still got to make their final pit stop. Meanwhile, Nicolas Rubelar is now ahead of Hizal. And that's actually a pit stop, rather. Hizal's made a pit stop. I thought there had been a mistake there. So Rubelar going 1 lap longer than Hizal here. Presumably, that's an interesting call. He's going to try and get the overcut here, is the Chilean.
Now this pit stop is going to define the race. There's Fraga in the background. You can see Lopez there as well, and Blajan. That is the gap between the chasing group and the guys on the hard compound of tyres.
Still trying to find his way past Lopez. Lopez parking that Red Bull X 2014 competition on every apex as possible, but Blajan finds a gap. He's trying to find his way up the inside into 6th position as well. They're going side by side. Blajan goes through on the softer compound of tyres over Coque Lopez. That is brilliant.
Rubelar finally into the pit lane for that hard compound of tyre. Let's see where he comes out compared to Hizal.
Wong and Mangano also in, as well as Carlos Salazar, so strategies going on. What about Rubelar then? He exits the pit lane. Where's Hizal? There he is. It's been a brilliant strategy call there for Nicolas Rubelar. He's on the hard compound of tyre, as is Hizal. He takes the race lead.
This is far from over. Our top 2 drivers there together on track covered by only half a second. Mick Hizal, we know how calm and collected he can be when he is focused.
The question though is Blajan, can his tyres hold on to Rubila with a big slide out of the final corner? Is that going to compromise his run on this straight? Is it going to allow Hizal a bit more of an opportunity? Well, it'll give him some motivation, that is for certain. Look at how much he closes up under the brakes there, does Mick Hizal. This is so close between them.
Hizal trying, Tom was saying Hizal is trying just a little bit too hard at the moment. He knows he's got the speed. Look, right up to the back of the rear bumper.
Well, let's have a look and see what happened between Mangano and Blajan down towards the first corner. This surely was going to be a bit of contact between them. Blajan behind, Mangano on the outside. Is there a bit of door banging between them? Very close.
Now look, that's how close Patrick Blajan is. And Jonathan Wong's doing a fantastic job of defending. Final lap here at Paris, and it's Rubila that takes us across. Hizal second, 1/3. Mick Hizal, his second place, might be under threat here from both Jonathan Wong and Patrick Blajan. We've seen he's been weak in the last sector before.
But Nicolas Rubila, stand up and take a bow. What a performance from the Chilean driver. He wins the Grand Final here in Paris. An absolutely fantastic result for Nicolas Rubila. He qualifies for the World Final in November. Mick Hizal, he's a dejected second. He looked so disappointed with that one. And Jonathan Wong completes the podium in third place as well.